happening, guys? It's your boy, the Boxing Lowdown, and I'm back here with another video. Now, as always, people, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Feel free to drop a comment if you like, and I'll happily get back to you. Now, we're almost here, man. We're almost approaching the week that we've all been waiting for. Two mega fights set to take place next week. Starting off on Tuesday in Tokyo, Japan. Naoya Inoue taking on Stephen Fulton. A unification fight at super bantamweight. And this one is, it's just for us hardcore boxing fans, it hasn't crossed over to the casual fan, this one. But for us hardcore boxing fans, this is a real quality matchup between two unbelievable operators. Now Inoue, let's start off with him, man. Consensus, top three pound for pound. Most people will have him in their top three right now. The guy's an incredible fighter, multi-weight world champion, got an incredible knockout ratio. And he's not just one of those guys, as you know, that will just swing from the fences and grab a knockout. He has unbelievable technique, sets you up, got power in both hands. And he's just a quality operator, man. He's not just a fighter that's stayed over in Japan. He's been over to the US and travelled and fought. And his skill set, his ability, his punching power, he's not called the monster for nothing, right? He just has it all. And the technique is fantastic. And he's does seem to have it all now at Inoue, man. He's got heart as well. We've seen him be tested. He's passed his gut check against Nonito Donaire. That first fight between the two was a lot closer than anticipated. But then in the rematch, you saw what he did to Nonito Donaire. Yes, Donaire is past his best. But, he's a fantastic fighter now at Inoue is, man. And like I said, consensus top three pound for pound if you're going to add Usyk and probably Crawford in there. Now at Inoue is up there, however you want the top three to be shaped. That is how most people, I think, of today see it. But, these pound-for-pound rankings are mythical, right? But his opponent, Stephen Fulton, another unbelievable fighter, undefeated. Now Inoue is going to be moving up in weight again to super bantamweight to take on the best fighter in the division, the unified super bantamweight champion. This is going to be a formidable task. It's not going to be easy for him at all. Going to be very difficult, despite the fight being on home soil, being in Tokyo. It's going to be difficult for Naoya Inoue because, number one, he's never faced a style like Stephen Fulton before. He's slick, he's a classy operator, he's bigger, so he will be stronger. But, yeah, the style matchup could be a sort of a problem for Inoue. We'll see. We haven't seen him against this sort of operator yet. How will he be able to deal with the angles? Will he be able to deal with the speed of Fulton? Will he be able to deal with, maybe getting hit more than he normally does in particular fights? I'm sure they've got a plan for that now at Inoue. But yeah, this is going to be a difficult test for him because Fulton, like I said, he's unbeaten. He's a champion there at super bantamweight. And, he's got some good wins on his career as well. The likes of Brandon Figueroa. He defeated Daniel Roman last time out. That was a good win. So, yeah, Fulton is a quality operator, man. And someone that's been on the verge of cracking the pound-for-pound list for a while. He might have creeped in at some people's top 10, but he's definitely lingering around. That's how good he is, cool boy Steph. He is lingering around those pound-for-pound rankings as well. So make no mistake about it. This is a very good matchup, man. And the fact that Fulton has travelled over to Japan to make it happen, it says a lot about him. And it was nice to see him get a good welcome as well when he arrived at the airport in Tokyo. It was nice to see the Tokyo fans embrace him, taking pictures with him. It was nice to see, he would have welcomed that as well. But it's all business on Tuesday. This is when the fight will be taking place, people. On a Tuesday, I'm going to be literally at work. I'm sure most of you guys will be at work at that time. But make no mistake about it, I will not be missing this fight for the world. It's a fantastic showdown, an intriguing showdown, and one that's going to test Inoue in a different way. But then for the people that say Inoue hasn't faced a star like Stephen Fulton, has Fulton faced anything like Inoue? I would say no as well. Inoue is quick, he's powerful, he's strong. You see the power in both hands that he has. He's going to be a huge threat, for Stephen Fulton, and this is going to be on home soil in Tokyo. So that is going to be nothing that Fulton has ever faced before either. But this is what makes the fight so intriguing. It's an intriguing battle and one that I can't wait to see. Those that are picking Fulton will maybe look at the Donaire fight. Not that Donaire fights like Fulton, but I think that we've seen Inoue, we've seen the mask slip a little bit. We've seen the aura go away a little bit in that first fight, even though he rectified it in the second fight, and he did win the first fight. Let's not get it twisted, but even though he did rectify it, he was in a bit of trouble in that first fight against Donaire, which is really the only time we've seen Inoue in, you know, serious distress, really. You know, he was lost a few rounds against Donaire in that fight. And he, like I said, he just, even me saying this is just like, you know, he rectified that in the rematch, you know, dominantly in that particular fight there. So, yeah, that's really all I can point. The rest of his career has just been perfect so far. You know, punch perfect. He's got great shots to the body, the monster. Like, you look at those body shots, he rips them in. They're fantastic. Fulton, what he can't do is get himself dragged into a battle here. We've seen it before. We know he's a slick operator. We know he can move. But if he really wants to dig deep and go in the trenches with Naoya Inoue, I think that's going to be a big problem for him, man. So he really needs to be slick, give Inoue angles, box, and just put on the performance of his life. He's going to need to do it because I'm sure he's not going to get no favours out there in Japan. But if you're asking me to pick a favourite here, I have to go with Inoue. He's top 3 pound for pound. Yes, it is moving up another weight division, but he's top 3 pound for pound. He's got fantastic skill set. He's at home in Tokyo. It's going to be difficult for Fulton. He's going to have to really dominate every round against Naoya Inoue to really, you know, take this on the scorecards, I believe. I could be wrong, but just my opinion, and we know how it normally goes. But yeah, he's going to have to really dominate him, and I just don't know if I could see Inoue getting dominated like that. We'll see. We'll see how he adapts to the style, but this is a great fight, people, man. We're going to be talking about it on the podcast on the Monday, so look out for that. Me and Laurie will go and we'll do a deep dive into Inoue, Fulton, and Spence and Crawford. That's all we're going to talk about on the podcast on Monday. But we'll talk more about it in that on that show. But yeah, I at the moment, as I do this video on Friday, I just see Inoue being the favourite here and edging this. But make no mistake, it's going to be a difficult fight for him as well. You know, hasn't faced anything like this, and it's going to be interesting to see how he adapts to it. So let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section, people. How do you see this going? Very curious to get your opinions on this fight and what the implications will be for the winner and the loser. Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.